Beautiful, and thank you.
Thank you. Lonnie, yes, you have the flu. Happened? You have the
Okay,
flu, right?
I can't hear you.
Oh no.
no, she
This
doesn't
is
have
my
the
book.
food. She okay. Good afternoon, good evening, everybody. This is Dr. Deborah Jenkins with Black Talk Platform. If you've been with me for weeks, you also know that there are always some technical difficulties, and but you know what? We roll with it, and we still come live to you. And tonight we have a very exciting show. It may be a little shorter than what we're accustomed to, but I'm excited, and I hope that you are as well. We are talking about Black Business Month. This is National Black Business Month, August, and basically, the Sable Collective LLC, which is my business, my profitable business, I wanted to collaborate collectively with other Black business owners so that we could end this month strong, since this month has been dedicated to Black businesses. And so, what we're doing next Thursday and Friday, that is August 27th and August 28th, is we're having the Sable Village virtual retail market. It is a marketplace for Black business owners to sell their products to any and everyone who would love to support them. We definitely want the support from within the Black community. It has already been estimated that after the pandemic has passed, 40% of Black small businesses will no longer be in existence. And we have to help each other to stay afloat. And that's why I'm so happy to have with me tonight two of the younger small business owners that are in my life who I know. And if you know me, you know I'm always supporting young people. And I brought them on tonight so that we can talk a little bit about what we're expecting next week, how we think that you may be able to help us to achieve our goals for the month, and how it is being business owners. Some of us have been in business a little longer than others, and we're going to just talk about it tonight. I don't have anyone who can readily answer your questions and comments or respond, but I'm going to do my best to pause so that you'll be able to ask both these wonderful business owners questions, myself, and make comments. But let me introduce you to who I have with me tonight. I have Nefertari Edwards, who is one of my favorite people because she is just like that all around social justice sister, but she also knows how to have fun. Because as Black people, we have to learn how to have fun in the midst of all the tears that we are collectively crying often. And so she is that person for me. She always makes me laugh, but she is a serious business owner, and she is the owner of Bling Bam Boom. Is that correct, Nefertari?
You got it. You got it. You got it. Yes. Yes, you
I
got
got
it.
it. Okay. Okay. Talk a little bit about yourself before I introduce our second guest.
Okay, sure. So my name is Neff. I'm an independent consultant for paparazzi jewelry. We sell $5 jewelry, and I have a little bit of high end that's about 25. But I love accessorizing. I love making people feel good about what they wear. My favorite thing to talk about is the hoops, because the hoops make everything pop. You know, so that's just a little bit about me. I love to accessorize. I like colors and I like bling. So that's me.
Did I purchase this from you or one of
Yes.
your fellow consultants? Did I purchase this from you?
What color is that one? Is it orange or pink?
This is orange. Orange. This is orange.
Yeah, I think you got the orange one from a fellow person. But yes, we do. I do have that though.
And the reason why I asked this is because I support her. I support other paparazzi
Yes.
consultants. But she's a part of my family, which is, and I say family because we just share love, you know. Um, and guess what? It is okay to support more than one business owner
Absolutely.
selling the same thing. And so that's why she was able to say, yeah, that was a sister consultant who you purchased the orange one from. But if
You
you
have
got
a
the pink one
lime
from me,
green. You have like a sage green one from me, I believe.
I have a sage. She's probably right because I'm one of those people. I support it. I've had very few issues with paparazzi. I love it. I love it. I love it. And so we're looking forward to you all supporting Neff next week. Listen, this is about supporting Black businesses. We're going to ask you to put your money where your mouth is. We don't want to see any more memes. We don't want to see any more slogans. We really want you all to come out and support these Black businesses. We're going to continue to talk. But let me introduce one of my newest friends. She is the daughter of one of my classmates at New York Theological Seminary. We were in it together one summer when we both started our doctoral studies. Her mother is just wonderful. She has another sister. She doesn't remember me, but she brought her baby sister to our class. We were in an intensive summer 3-week class, and so we needed every hand on deck. And so she was her mother's support for her younger sister, and I'm so happy to meet her in this environment as a newly published author, and she also sells inspirational items, but she's also a poet. Let's bring on Leilani. Why don't you introduce yourself more properly than I just gave them the love story, because I'm always having a love story with folks. So come on and tell us.
Yeah, hi everybody. So yeah, I've been in poetry for 15 to 25 years now. So I decided to finally publish a book. So that's how that kind of birthed my baby in poetry, and it's a journey to self-identity. And as you heard, I do inspirational pieces as well, and that kind of is something that we do together as a partnership with my husband. So we sell inspiration, and we want to make sure that you're not alone on this journey.
Wow.
That's
awesome. And I think that is so timely, because COVID, the pandemic, has really altered the way we do life. And so we all need a little inspiration when we get up every morning. So that's awesome. And I love the fact that you partner with your husband to do that. That's nice. Very nice.
Yeah, that is very nice.
Thank you.
Someone is asking you, Leilani, what does your shirt say? Can you tell us?
Yeah, it's actually the title of my book, Purposeful Brokenness. I am because I was.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys will get into it.
I like that. Look, I'm not trying to buy anything from either one of you this week, because I'm trying to wait until next week. But Neff will tell you I'm a big supporter. If it's Black, I'm going to support it. that is the model we have to have. I really do, and I love doing it with the
Leilani, I want some stuff.
I'm sorry?
You want some stuff from her, right?
Leilani, I want some stuff. I gotta see what she has.
I need some jewelry, so we gonna work it out.
Okay. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. So the Ujamaa in Swahili is collective work, right? And Ujamaa is cooperative economics. This is what we're doing here. We are doing cooperative economics. Most people don't know that the dollar doesn't stay in our community more than 6 hours. That is ludicrous. That means from when you wake up to almost the time that you get off work, that money is spent, but it's spent outside of the Black community, And so we're not here talking about, oh, well, our community only has bodegas. But guess what? Dominicans are our brothers and sisters. We're not talking about the fact that Black people don't own a bodega. We're talking about the money that we earn leaves our community one way or the other within 6 hours. Whereas in other communities, that money stays in there for weeks, sometimes weeks, but definitely longer than 6 hours. So the reason why we are doing a 6-hour virtual market is so that we can at least hit the 6-hour mark. Okay. I'm just trying to be very practical here.
That's right.
Yes.
So from 12 p.m. 12 noon until 6 p.m. next Thursday and next Friday, we're going to be selling our stuff. We're going to be selling our stuff. I've asked the ladies and the others who will be coming on board. Everyone was not available to do the this sort of impromptu Black Talk platform tonight, but I'm asking everyone to have the ability to ship out within 72 hours. However, my sister, and I'm so grateful that she sent this to me, an update about the postal services. Even though the Postmaster General has said that he's no longer going to remove postal boxes from our community and not shut down early, throughout the country, there are still problems with the mail. And so even though I'm asking all the vendors to mail out within 72 hours, understand, even if they mail it out and they send you a confirmation that it has been mailed out, it is totally out of our hands once we take the mail to the post office. And we're really going to have to work with the vendors. And the reason why I want you two to speak to this also, I watch stuff all the time and we're in groups and everything. I see so many complaints about Black businesses not shipping quickly, which is why I inserted the 72-hour turnaround, which means that we first of all, we have to have the inventory, right? To be able to meet the orders that we may get. And second, we want to change the narrative. Even though there are some people going to complain regardless of what we do, we want to be as professional in dealing with our customers as possible. But we do ask that our customers understand that there's some things beyond our control. Ladies, can you speak to that in terms of your experience with shipping and even receiving products from other Black-owned businesses?
Well, I'll start. I mean, honestly, I haven't had issues shipping out. Usually, if it's something that I'm showing, that means I have it on my personal inventory. And once you tell me you want it, I usually ship it out between that day or the following day. Usually everyone gets it within a couple of days. If you're around the area, sometimes I may hand deliver just to avoid that. But in regards to receiving, I've had both positive experiences and I've had some negative, but it wasn't necessarily from the vendor, so to speak. Some of it was postal issues. So I have experienced that. But I've always, handled the vendor with love, and I'm very understanding about those things because some things are just beyond your control. So I think if we just handle everything, with a little bit of TLC, like once you get the confirmation number, I will be sent it. So that's for me. That gives me confirmation that all right, at least it's in the world somewhere, so I'm gonna get it. So I think that's the best thing that to do.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Leilani?
Yeah. I haven't had much issues with Black businesses, vendors sending out product, and like Neff said, it's more so of just the UPS system. So instead of me getting it in a week, I'll get it in 2 weeks. And I mean, like she said, just that understanding and making sure that, again, one, we're in a pandemic and we have to be understanding and work together with our vendors, because when we're asking for something that they're offering, and two, we're wanting to continue to support and, like you said, keep the money within our in our community.
In our community, exactly. I want to do shout outs to people who are watching. My girl Kenya. Hey Kenya, I'm glad you were able to catch us tonight and are watching. And we're asking for a groundswell of support from within our collective network next week. We really want to have you all put your money where your mouth is, and just support. I will be sharing that. I don't think so far from all of the vendors who have registered, there's anyone selling a product over $100. But guess what? Even if there were, we support others who are selling products far in excess of $100. So
you're right.
We're just asking you all, come on to support us. We're not all women. We have one sponsor who is a male. And we have another vendor who is also a male, but most of us are women. And women, Black women, we lead the way. We lead the way in so many different areas, and business is one of them. Business is one of them. I have someone here saying from my church, saying that she loves supporting the youth. She's a wonderful person. So shout out to Miss Pat.
Shout out, Miss
I tell you, I'm gonna have to give, yeah, Miss Had. I'm gonna have to give my sister, Minister Delilah Blanchard, something at the end of the summer, because I don't think she's missed any Black Talk platforms. I really don't. I know she had a Bible study a couple of weeks ago, but you have been such a great support, and I appreciate that. Shout out to Simone. Hey, Simone. I don't know if this is the first one you've caught or the second. You've been here before, so glad to see you. So Delilah is asking, will you all have tracking numbers to give to customers? Yes.
Absolutely.
Can you answer?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
We do have tracking numbers.
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome. Yes, we have tracking numbers. I want to do a customer service. Okay, so I would love that, Kenya. We're gonna ask you to come on with us next week. So Kenya, Nick, you probably saw the show where Kenya and I were talking, because Kenya is the young lady who started the GoFundMe account for the family who lost the little 1-year-old who was shot
yes.
on earlier in July. And she is just super. That was such a good one, Neff. I really enjoyed that one. But she wants to do a customer service course for Black-owned businesses. So we're going to invite her on with us next week if you two are available, and she can sort of tease out what she wants to include in that, because we are losing business from our own because sometimes we are not gracious. Yeah. And sometimes on the flip side, our own, we're just not patient with each other. Let me tell you, I'm not lying to you. I'd ordered something before COVID from China. It came from China. It was coming from China. It was like a hairpiece or something. It's sitting right over there on my air purifier. I've never opened it. But when I say before COVID, I ordered this. It was still cold. It was in February. Now, I just got it 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
I can't use it right now because of the braids.
Oh, Lord.
I might be able to use it on Thursday because I'm taking the braids out. But look how long. So long I had forgotten I'd ordered it. And so we are so patient. It wasn't a lot of money, but we are so patient with others who are so far beyond our control. I am a Prime member. Is anyone a Prime member for Amazon?
Yes.
Are you two Prime members?
Yes.
Well, Amazon Prime, for those, you are, right? I tell you, by February or by the end of January, I've already gotten my investment back from Prime. We order almost everything from Amazon, right? But since COVID, they have not been able to hold up their end of the bargain. No, we're supposed to get, what is it, 2 days shipping, and they have not been able to. But who's stopping? Who's stopping to use Amazon? No one is stopping using Amazon. So that's why we really ask that you all be patient with us, because once we take it to the post office and they give us a receipt, I'm trying to see, I just sent some things out last week. And so what I do for Delilah, who asked, I just make a copy of the tracking from the U.S. Postal Service so that you'll have the tracking information, because truly once it's been mailed by us, it's out of our hands, but at least we'll give you the tracking number so that you can follow up with the Postal Service on your own. Let me see what else we got here.
I wanted to add something to what you said in regards to Black businesses. Just because you have one negative encounter, it doesn't mean that all Black businesses are like that. You know what I mean? And it could mean that the person is new and just need a little bit more grace. You know, you get a lot more with honey, and you can give it to them a little nicer. You know, I think it's the way we package it. We're still humans. So if you package it nice, like, you know, so-and-so, it would have been nice if, you know, I got a thank you card or whatever your issue was. You know, you can just give it to us in love, and I'm sure that we'll respond in love also. But it doesn't mean that because it's a Black owner, it's going to be perfect. That's all.
Right. No, you're right. You're right. I thank you for saying that. Did you want to weigh in on that, Leilani?
Yeah, I mean, I agree.
We're having a little delay here. Did you want to say something?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. And then, even as a black business and working in retail as well, like, it's just like, we're also the customer as well, because we're getting to know you just as much as we want you to get to know us and our product. So we're learning what you like just as much as you're learning what you like with our product. So like, just that customer service piece all the way around, like, just being patient. Like, I think patience is like and communication are the like top priorities when it comes to this retail thing that we're trying to, be successful in.
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So let me ask you a question now. How long have you been in business, and what have been some of the pitfalls of business for you so far?
For me,
Either
it's been
Neff, go.
1 year. I just made 1 year old. I would say for me, doing a business would be the consistency is a challenge. Like, I have a full-time job, I'm a wife, I'm a mom, and sometimes, your independent business, you put it to the back, and you really shouldn't. So I think for me personally, like, making the business a business is something that has been a stumbling, so to speak. But when I'm on it. But people are like, Neff, you don't go live anymore, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm fit for that. So speaking on that, I'll be live tonight, actually, around 10 o'clock. But for the most part, I think that the same diligence that we do, for in our personal lives, like for our other jobs, is the same kind of diligence we need to for our businesses and our customers. So at the end of the day, I would say relationship building is important. Building a relationship with your customers, I think that's important.
Very good. Very good. What about you, Leilani? I know you haven't been in business very long, but you still have experience.
Yeah. So right now, the toughest part is the marketing aspect for me. Something that I'm venturing into, and is very brand new to me. So with that, it's me stepping out of my own comfort zone to market to an audience that is like, you're like me too. So it's like, kind of like, just making sure that you're making you transparent in your craft and in your business. Because I think that goes a long way in your transparency, what you're selling as a product, and marketing yourself as your authentic self. When you're selling inspiration, when you're selling, like, a self-identity, how we find it, it's a very touchy, sensitive subject that you want to make sure you convey with all authenticity. So that's where I am. Yeah.
Right. Awesome. I can say this. For me, well, Neff doesn't know that I try to call on her as much as I can, because I do see my other sisters who I've purchased from. They just work this business, but I want her to be so successful. And so whenever I'm doing something, I go to you first. If you can't do it, you just can't do it. But I'm never going to not think of you, because I want you to do well, right? One thing that some of you who've been following Tandra Burkett's Mental Health Mondays know is that Nefertiri and I have been frequent guests. We did a series with Tandra around all of the social justice issues that are important to us. And so as a business person, we're all three of these ladies, all three of us that you see, we're all married, right? Leilani, I'm not sure if you have children.
No children.
Leilani?
No children.
Not yet.
That's one less thing. And the two of us. Not yet. That's okay. You have time to build this business a little bit and get in your own routine. But Neff and I, we devoted so many Mondays to Mental Health Monday. Not only Mental Health Monday, but we would prepare. And I do my show every Tuesday. And within our community, things continuously happen. But we mustn't forget that we started these businesses to build a legacy for our children and for our families. So there is a balance that we have to make, that we have to find. And getting back into our businesses, clocking some revenue is very important for you to do social justice work, right? And so we do have to build this network of marketers when we're marketing to one another, but also a support so that we will know that there's someone who has our back, even when we're feeling a little, like, phew, I can't do the business this week. I can't do the business this month because social
Right.
justice is calling me. I think now we need to know that social is always going to be calling us. There are two things, and I'm
You in
mixing
my
it up with
backyard.
this.
You in
There
my
are
backyard, sister down.
because I know, and I feel you. I feel you. And my husband be like, "So you got a business? What you doing with it?" Because I see you up there talking about social
Right.
justice. What about your business? I'm putting words into his mouth, but I'm sort of reading his mind. And so there is this need to balance. How has business been for you during the pandemic? Aside from you trying to find space, aside from your own interference with your success, but I'm talking about externally.
Externally, it's been pretty okay, to be honest. It hasn't necessarily been a drop, so to speak. Like, I was like, ain't nobody buying no $5 jewelry during no pandemic, girl. But I was mistaken. I went live. I got a couple of messages in my inbox like, hey, Neff, can you still have that? Can you send it to me? So I was pleasantly surprised. So as a result, I'm picking it up. And then you called with the whole pajamas like them. I'm like, all right, Neff, you gotta get to bed. You gotta get to work. So I'm excited. It's been pretty good. I think during the pandemic, everybody is just coming out with beautiful businesses, and I love it because we need it. So I'm excited. So the pandemic for me has been a blessing.
Yeah.
Awesome. And you?
Yeah. So for me, like I said, I just recently published my book, but like I said, I sell inspiration. So during the pandemic, just helping other people, like getting to their craft. I help others publish their books. So 2 other people publish their books with me editing and putting it on the platforms for them. So like people just kind of just chiming into that in whatever it is that they really love. So like that was exciting. So that didn't stop. It kind of enhanced it. Like this pandemic, oh my God, I have all this time to myself. I have to figure out me. I have to spend time with me. So it kind of just opened up this like whole world of how can I help you find you in your literature or in your business that you want to start or in the branding that you want to do for yourself. Like, what is it that you want for you? Not for anybody else, not for your husband, not for your kids, but for you as a person, as an individual, because you have to leave your mark too. Before you're all those things, you are who you are first.
You better come on in here. Yes.
Girl, you are on point. Listen, another frequent visitor. She's also been on Mental Health Mondays. Listen, I'm not trying to do the white girl slapping hair. This one braid just keeps falling right in my face, y'all. Listen, but I'm trying. Leslie Peterson is a frequent. She's a friend, but she's also a frequent list viewer. And she says she's trying to get her young cousin to sign on. I'm not sure she's talking about with us for next week, but that would be great. She says marketing is also about finding out what people are interested in purchasing. She couldn't be more correct.
Absolutely.
She couldn't be more correct. But you know what? I wanted to sort of tap into what both of you said. Like what I found, she's sitting right here. I don't know if she can hear me, but my daughter, she's like, I need clothes. I'm like, well, where you going? We sit on the sofa all day. Where are you going? So my daughter, she's like, but I need clothes. I'm like, oh, okay. So one, there's always a market for clothing.
That's right.
Handbags, shoes, and jewelry.
That's right.
I have seen sisters dress up and just show us pictures of her getting ready to go from her bedroom into her living room. So we've been making it do what it's pandemic proof, because there are certain things we haven't been able to interact a lot with one another. One sister, she had a birthday in the middle of the pandemic, and she did a virtual birthday party. So of course she bought new stuff, she dressed up.
Yeah.
So certain things people are going to still want to buy. Leilani, I love the way you honed in on people or sisters, it sounds like sisters, or individuals needing to care about themselves even before someone else. It's that whole put your face mask on the airplane before
Yes.
you try to help another. And I like that because during the pandemic, people have sort of lost themselves. There's been so much fear. And to get people inspired to write and to publish and to say that there may be someone out there who wants to hear my experience, I think that's absolutely wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. We're at the 12:30, 7:35 mark, and we have a treat from Leilani. She is going to recite. Am I right? You're going to recite one of your poems for us?
I'm gonna read it. Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
Now put on your seatbelts because she's about to bless us on her original
All right.
pieces. Floor is yours. I'm going to mute myself so that you don't get any feedback.
Let me see if I can mute mine. Okay.
All right. So the piece that I'm gonna be doing is I Am Poetry. So here you go. Belly swelled with hunger. Will I plunder? Will I see eye to eye was with the other side of my pen? Let me go on the record for saying poetry is ugly most times. Tiptoeing through thoughts, combing through painful smiles and broken hearts, I scratch out, rip out, and start again. Will this cycle ever end? I am caressed by scarred landscapes on beautiful estates. I am depression smeared on mirrors that smiled back and swallowed down tears, bleeding out, staining blank pages, so I write about it. I am the clay that potters love to shape, fold, and mold. There's layers to me that design cannot uphold. I am the creator of joy from bruises that are filled with purpose. I am harmonizing verses on pages, braille stitched to skin, I can't avoid it, so I write about it. I am hyperboles and metaphors that spit soliloquies of better tomorrows, voiced for misfits that kiss their great falls, impregnated with stanzas, verbs, and nouns, birthing this canvas of me out loud. I crave it. Seeing that it was all worth it, that the starving was worth it, that the process of creativity has not gone unnoticed, that the shaping of me had purpose. Yeah, my flow is flawless. I'm flawed on purpose, so I write about it. I am spoken word, I am poet, I am art, I am pain, I am joy, I am poetry. Thank you.
Oh,
Okay, let me take myself
that,
on. I love that. I love that. You got a snack. You got a
that
snack.
was
You got a snack.
Thank you.
awesome.
Thank you.
That was beautiful. I love it.
Thank you.
I love it.
I love that.
I love it.
Thank you.
And you even spoke it with confidence. I love it.
Yeah. Open mics help. And believe it or not, every time I'm stage right. So it helps when you do it enough.
Right. I think like it like never goes away. Like you just be nervous. I get it.
I love that. That is so wonderful. And I think, and I don't know, I think we're going to be in for a treat when we purchase your full book of poetry because that was so well done. Neff is also an educator. That was so well done. I believe that's a great teaching tool that it may be. You know, you would be the best of it. But you would agree, Neff?
Yeah, I love that. I love that piece. I mean, I'm actually inspired by hearing that. I mean, I don't write inspirational poetry, but I like what I heard and I'm inspired. So I'm at a loss for words. Fun play on words, right?
Yeah.
that was really great. I enjoyed that piece. Looking forward to the rest. Absolutely.
Thank you.
So am I.
Thank you.
Miss Leslie Peterson said snap, snap, snap. I'm over here clapping and Neff and Leslie had to tell me it's no.
Yes.
So snap, snap, snap from her. And so did Minister Delilah Blanchard. She said it's excellent. And so, we're so inspired and we just have greatness within our DNA. It's just fabulous. Right. And on today, the 100th anniversary of suffrage, I choose to recognize Ida B. Wells. That's who I choose to recognize. She is my hero in terms of the fight for the vote for Black women, and she's the one I end with. She is who I lift up, while others may lift up others. She's my hero in that movement. Let's talk a little bit about the intersectionality between our economic development for ourselves and our families and all that's going on around us. As we walk out of our homes and we are not sure what we may encounter on the other side of our doors. It may be a robbery, it may be a shooting, it may be a stabbing. How do you keep motivated to do this? I want to say wealth building for yourselves and your family.
I mean, for me, I would say, yeah, for me, the motivation, like I said, is I can't stop because it doesn't stop. Like, even if if I die today, there's something that I need to leave behind. Whether it be with my kids, whether it be with the generation behind me. So my inspiration is that I have a duty to make sure that my voice is heard in whatever aspect that may be. And I want to change lives with that. And if inspiration is what it is, like, hey, like, this is not the end. Like, this situation, this pain that you feel right now, this fear that you feel right now, this is not the end. There's the other side to this. And for me, one thing that really touched me from Maya Angelou, I know that's everybody's cliche, but there's one poem that I love in particular called Mask. And she talks about how she had, like, as a Black culture, we're hiding all the pain through smiles. We're always saying that we're okay, but we're not okay all the time, but we'll put that smile on anyway because we got to keep going. We have to make sure that we reach that end goal. So for me, like, I'm not smiling about it now. Like, I understand why you had to do that, but you are one of the people that helped pave the way, so I didn't have to do that. I can say I'm not okay, and I'm still going to do what I need to do to make sure that the next person can say I'm not okay, and they can still work and get through those emotions, that feeling of mental health, or that emotional detachment from whatever it is that they want to do.
Right.
Awesome. That's great. What about you, Nat?
I agree with everything that Leilani said. And to piggyback off of that, my biggest motivation is, my kids. I beat them down with about do your best, do this and do that. And when I was growing up, I was always like, oh, mama always talk about, do what I what she said, do as I say, not as I do. I hated that. So I was like, when I have my kids, I'ma tell them to do stuff, but I'ma be the example. I'ma do it. And now I'm kicking myself. Everything that I say, I have to do. So I realized that discipline that I'm trying to put on them, it comes to me first. So good, bad, and indifferent, that is what motivates me, so that I don't ever want my kid to say, mommy always says she told us to do this, but she do the opposite. So what pushes me is what I tell them. Whatever I ask them to do, I need to be in a position to have actually done it also. So that's why I continue to do.
Awesome. I love that.
No, that's really great. That's called leading by example. Leading by example and not by talk. That's really great. That's really great. So you know what? We're not hard pressed to stay on for the hour. Let me talk a little bit more about how things are going to go next week in our virtual retail market. I'm so excited. Okay. I'm so excited because certainly this is the first one, and I'm so happy to have you two along for the journey. We won't be using this platform because it will not hold the number of vendors I believe that we have. And if so, I'll let you know. We will be going live here on Facebook on Thursday at noon. And it will be all day. So a couple of vendors have asked me, do I have to be on for the whole 6 hours? You don't have to be on for the whole 6 hours. The way we're going to do is we're going to rotate each vendor every 3 to 5 minutes. Because you know how people jump on a live and they jump off of a live? We don't want you all to miss any opportunity to sell your products. So every 3 to 5 minutes, Each vendor will be rotated. Now, just say you
Okay.
cannot commit to the entire 6 hours. What I've been saying to other vendors who've had that as a question is do a short video clip of your product so that we can keep on looping it throughout the time because people have stuff to do. I'm committing myself to these 6 hours because I really want you all to be able to maximize sales. And I know people come and go throughout the day. It's just like people going to the mall and they go when they feel like going and they
Right.
don't they leave when they're ready. So
That's
so
me.
what for those of you who will be potential me too potential customers, each vendor has chosen two time slots. Some will be there only one time slot and because of their schedule. But we're not going to give any unfair advantage to anyone who can't stay, but they will be looped every 3 to 5 minutes. Um, each vendor is being asked to have a banner that let people know where they can purchase, what method of purchase of payments they accept, and if there are any incentives. For instance, many of the people who follow me, you've already bought my books. I'm only purchasing my latest book, Breathe Sister Breathe. Like Neff has that book, but
Yep.
this is not a usual selling event. This is for you all. If you have every piece of jewelry paparazzi has sold or sells, you should buy something and give it to someone you love because we're trying to ensure that these Black business owners are able to go out of the month in the black, right? In a
Yes.
positive revenue position. So help us. And there's anybody who's afraid to ask for people to purchase their stuff, they're not really in business. So what I'm saying about my book, if you have the book, purchase it and gift it to someone. That's all you have to do. You don't have to keep it. And just just support, just support. Am I going to have an unfair advantage over everyone else? No. I'm going to rotate. So however many vendors end up being in the market, I will always be the last one looped because I'm trying to support them. But I do have books, so I'm going to sell those as well. But we want you to just purchase stuff and gift it. I remember, Neff, you remember last year, I partnered with someone during Business Week, right? National Business Week in last
Yes.
year, May
Yes. Remember that.
2019. You remember that?
Yes.
And there were more of us than I think will be next week. But there were actually people saying, I didn't buy from her or I didn't buy from him because I didn't like the product. I didn't want the product. I didn't need the product. This is not that. This is not that. Okay.
Right.
This is us working together.
That's
So
Right.
if you don't want my book, it's okay. Give it to someone else who may need to know how to breathe after they've been through a whole heck of a lot of stuff.
Right.
Maybe you're breathing just fine, but maybe another sister or even a brother. There's a friend who always says, and the brothers too, they need to breathe. I get it. Give it to
This
someone
is true.
else who may benefit from my experiences. Give like Neff sells some jewelry, some earrings, I believe, that can be converted to what do you call it? Clip on. Is that correct, Neff?
Yes.
Do you have clip
Yeah,
on?
I have clip-on earrings. Some people wear them as earrings, or some people like somebody attached them to their shoes. Girl, they made them a clip to the front of the shoes, so you can have like a little bow in
Okay.
front of the shoes.
oh, man.
The anklets. They sometimes make the bracelets and the anklets. They do all kinds of funky stuff. If you catch me on the live or when I'm doing the pieces, I'll tell you what you can transform it to if you want.
Also.
Wow, that's it. That's really great. So, like the example I wanted to use was like I have pierced ears, but my sister Juanita, she doesn't. Well, she loves costume jewelry the same way I do. So I would buy some for her. If I don't, I always need some jewelry. I always need it. I always need it. But I would
You
gift my
always
sister
need it.
something. I do. I would not purchase something from them because I have so much paparazzi. Understand? And I will probably end up buying two books from Leilani, one for myself and one to gift to someone, maybe my niece, you know, or someone, because I want to support the businesses, but also want someone else to be blessed by what you have to sell. And I think that's how we have to start thinking. How can I help you? How can I help another? And that's what we're really encouraging. This is not about individuality. If you look
Right.
back over the Black community, we have never advanced with an individualistic ideal. We work better in groups. If you want to read about Rosewood or Black Wall Street, they worked together, and that's why they were
Yes.
successful. And we have to learn how to do the same in 2021. It's not beyond our reach. It's not beyond our grasp.
Can
somebody
I
like
add
somebody.
something?
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
I just wanted to add, I know that we're obviously definitely going for the purchase component, but I just wanted to speak a little bit about this sharing word of mouth component. And I know Leilani touched on it in regards to marketing. Like the best support obviously is the purchase, but another good another good way of supporting is just sharing. You know, whenever Pastor Deb has it on there, share it in your social media platforms, because somebody else might see it, and then that person is sharing, and that person is sharing, and that's how our product gets a different set of eyes, you know. And maybe they may make a purchase, maybe they may not, but supporting is also sharing word of mouth and etc. So I just wanted to share that piece too.
That's right. Absolutely right.
Oh no, thank you so much. You had forgotten. We really need that. We need to have watch parties when we go on. You may not be able to do it for the entire 6 hours, but definitely do it. Share it, because they never have to connect with me or Neff or Leilani, but at least they will know that they can get something from us. So thank you so much for mentioning that, Neff. Neff, Leslie Peterson likes your earrings, and she's wondering, are they
Yes,
a part
girl,
of your?
yes, girl, yes. Yes.
Don't get on the floor next week, Leslie. She does have them. I think I like them too. I like them too. So if you have more than one pair, Leslie first, and I'll go second.
Yes.
Hey, Leah Richardson, I was just talking about your virtual birthday party. As it relates to Leah Richardson is also a person who's been on this show a lot, but as it relates to purchasing during the pandemic, Leah Richardson is the person I was saying had a virtual birthday party for herself, and so she did it up. And we're just creative people. So look, shoes. What I say? Shoes, jewelry,
clothes. And we need inspiration too, girl, because God is the only thing that's gonna keep us during this pandemic.
That's right.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, we need these things. Okay, so Leslie's trying to get me another vendor. I will talk to you okay, well, no, I can do that offline. So Leslie is asking, how would a vendor sign up to the highlighted vendors? Well, first of all, we're gonna do the show again next week. It's okay. Look, you're doing it for him. I hear him. That's the baby, right?
Yes.
Come on. Bring him in the picture.
Lord have mercy.
Look,
I'm so
this is
sorry.
what we have to do. No, that's fine. This is how we have to do.
That's right.
Did my thing go out? I can't hear.
Now I can hear it.
Yeah, it went out for a little bit. You may have to repeat that.
Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't realize it.
Okay, we hear you now. It's going in and out.
I'm so sorry. So let's see, how would a vendor sign up to be a highlighted vendor? Well, actually, if you had paid prior to this Friday's deadline were welcome to come on. They had conflicts, but at this point, because Friday is the deadline, anyone who would register by Friday would be able to come on with us next Tuesday, because we're going to tease it out again. We want this to be a huge success for this group of vendors. I'm going to put in the chat how you can become a vendor. You're going to send an email to me at the CEO at the Sable Collective LLC.com. Just saying, vendor, interested in being a vendor. It was a really simple process, but certainly next time I probably won't use a Google form. The reason why I won't, just to let you both know, is because I didn't realize, did I kick her out? Or maybe she got kicked out. She'll be back, I guess. I didn't realize that I needed to delete your information so that we will keep it private. And so that's just, these are things that you learn in trial and error. But it's been a really smooth process. So what I've done is just, as soon as you all send me the application back, I print your information and I delete it so that others won't have access to your personal information. It's your business information. And then of course I'm gathering some research statistics. But so Leslie, I've just put in there how they can come on. So Leah's asking what the topic is. So I appreciate you being here without knowing the topic. That means that you support this platform. Tonight, what we're talking about is Black Business Month. August is Black Business Month. And next Thursday and Friday, I am hosting the Sable Village virtual retail market so that these lovely vendors and others who have registered can sell their products to all of you and your friends so that we can end our books, close our books in the positive for the month of August, as it is Black Business Month. We're asking everyone to just assemble their crews, get your people information to come out next Thursday. Come here next Thursday, next Friday from 12 p.m. until 6 p.m. to see the wonderful items that these vendors and others are selling. Okay, good. Okay, you can hear me now. I'm so sorry. I had accidentally muted myself. So we're going to close out. Okay, so Leah's asking what are they selling. So Leah Nefertiri in the blue, she sells paparazzi jewelry. And Leilani in the white is wearing one of her products, her branded t-shirt. But she's also a poet. And I think you came on a little late to hear her do her poem, I Am Poetry. It is dope. So, you'll have access to this. I will put it back up. Thank you, Leah. She says she'll support. We want your support. And Neff is covering up her jewelry. Neff, your jewelry back there. We don't want anyone trying to reach Neff before next Thursday because we're trying to make an impact statement. So you see bags back there? I'm such a paparazzi junkie. Do I see bags back there? Do you sell bags now, Nefertiri?
No, that's just my bling bag that I use to attract people to get the jewelry.
Great marketing strategy.
For real.
Yeah.
So I think I asked you about that bag back in December. I'm like, are you selling this too? And you said it to me then. So I'm just trying to get it for you. Well, okay. Yes, Leah's asking, will she be able to purchase anytime? So yes, we start at 12 noon. So we were trying to hit the lunch hour for people to jump on. The vendors will be rotated every 3 to 5 minutes. What's going to happen is it's next Thursday and Friday, and all vendors have 2 time slots. Yes. Oh, you know what? Leslie Peterson, she's just such a big supporter, but she always has great ideas. Leah, we're asking that you wait to purchase until next Thursday. If you want to inbox me and say, you know what, Deborah, I cannot be available from 12 to 6, but I want to support. It's going to be live. And there are 2 sessions, really, actually. We have 6:30 to midnight also. So I'm going to be busy working both of those days to make sure that these vendors have maximum impact. So really, it's from 12 to midnight. To be honest with you, Leah, you'll be able to shop from 12 to midnight next Thursday and next Friday. And nobody will be talking to me for a very long time because I won't be able to talk because I'm going to be pushing their products. So right, shop till you drop. So Leslie is like, I feel a Black QVC coming on. I think that this will be the first of many. We're going to see if this will be a platform we can use going forward because every month we have bills to pay, we have inventory to purchase, and we want to remain in business. We do not want to be a part of the 40% who lose their businesses after COVID. So please support us. We really appreciate it. We have other people too who will be coming, but you can't ever go wrong with jewelry. If you all have any handbag vendors, please let them know. I'm a handbag junkie. I love shoes and handbags. So if there are any vendors out there who wants to jump on, please see the contact information. My address, my email address is CEO at the Sable Collective LLC.com, and we can make this happen. Yes. How can pay? So each vendor will be able to tell you what payments they're going to take. For instance, I'm going to suggest that each vendor looks into Sezzle.com. And this is going to be particularly useful to you, Neff, because people don't want to only buy one pair of earrings for $5 or a set, right? So maybe they want to come in and buy $100 worth of stuff, but they might not want to pay for it right away. Sezzle.com is a like a layaway plan. It's like QVC. It is definitely like QVC. I'm trying to help the vendors also up their.
Put it in the chat so I have the right
spelling. Okay, S-E. Yep. Sezzle. Why isn't it coming through? These are incentives that I'm trying to recommend to the vendors. So I'm a retail marketing consultant because I'm also a retail developer. Some of you know that I have acquired some land down south, and COVID stopped us, me and Neff and others, from doing our thing down in Mississippi. But we will plan to do it for the 100th anniversary of the destruction at Black Wall Street. But since I'm a retail developer, I always look for ways for vendors, for business owners to make more money. So American Express, if you go to American Express, ladies, you will also be, if you register your businesses with American Express is giving their customers, those who shop with American Express cards, $5 back. I think through the 29th, they are trying to help Black businesses. Let me see if I can put that link in for you. I'm going to put it in the chat because this is not just for the vendors. This is for everybody. Look, we're going to cash in on every opportunity that is out there for us, so that we can make our businesses stronger and we can offer more in terms of discounts to our customers. Let me see if I can share my screen or just grab the Shop Smart small. Let me just see if I can share the screen. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
You know what? It's going to actually be easier just for me to grab the link. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, so I grabbed the link and I'm putting it in the chat. I want both business to go and register. What I encounter a lot when I'm doing my consulting is that people have really great business ideas. Neff, I'll send it to both of you anyway. People have really ideas, but the organization, we just sort of let that go back inside. And I don't want it to be. So we want to be, if somebody buys something from you, there's a minimum, right? They can't just buy a pair of a set for $5 from you because they won't get the $5 back from American Express. There's a minimum. So if someone wants to come and spend $50 with you all, American Express is going to give them $5 back if you're still with them. So do that because that incentivizes your customers to purchase, but also they're getting something back from their credit card providers. So I think that's really great. So those are my 2 tips. Those are free tips. Those things I sell with my consultancy. Sezzle.com, that's just one. And Express Show. We're going to be looking for more opportunities for us to save money with each other and for us to increase our sales. Ladies, any parting words? We will be back here next Tuesday. I will repeat those 2 opportunities. It's so easy to sign up. As soon as you get off, you can sign up. Um,
Yeah.
any other questions? Let me see if there are any other questions, but I want to give you all an opportunity to have some parting words.
I just thank you for the opportunity. I'm excited for this marathon sale we got going on from midnight to 12 noon to midnight. This 12 to 12 talk about burning the midnight oil. So I'm excited.
Right.
And I can't wait to see all the vendors and spend some money.
I'm
Yes,
super excited.
have them spend some money. No.
Yep. Super
I am
excited
too.
to support
And
other
listen,
vendors.
absolutely, we have to support each other. I know. I always buy from every vendor who works with me. I do, because if you don't get any other, get a sale from me. You're gonna get a sale from me. But let me tell you something. They want you to sign up for Sezzle, because Leah Rich, she is all tuned up to purchase your paparazzi. See, she's another person. I see she's gonna be trying to buy everything, but that's okay. That's okay, because I want her to purchase from you. She's ready for you to do the marathon, and she does have American Express. So please, ladies, incentivize someone like Leah Richardson to use her American Express card by signing up at American Express Shop Small. Okay. And then I really want you to pay it forward by sharing it with other business owners, that if they sign up, American Express is incentivizing their clients to shop small with you throughout. It might be through, to be honest with you, maybe through the Labor weekend. Whatever the case is, we're really just interested in next week, right? For right now, for the customers. So I so appreciate everyone in. Let me see if there's anything else. You're amazing too, Leah. You're amazing too. This is a love society here. She's telling you all congratulations. And listen, ladies, I'm so happy to have you all walking with me. I have some great things planned if they ever really fully open up malls this year. If we're ever able to go back out and do our thing, I will definitely reach out to you all. And I'm looking forward to next week. So get your coffee. I'm a tea drinker. I can't drink wine because it'll all be over, right? So get your coffee, get your tea, get ready for this marathon, and let's take our businesses to the next level, at least going out of August in positive revenue. Is that okay with you all?
Yes.
Sound like me.
Okay. God bless you, and thank you to all the viewers. Please go and share this video, because we want this marketplace to be full next week. If you have family and friends who love poetry, if you have family and friends who love one of my friends is selling head wraps with the matching face masks. So listen, we got good stuff going on in here. And one of our sponsors is right up here in Co-op City. She is, to my knowledge, and Leslie and Leah can tell me differently, even as we are 3 minutes over, Cupcake Me. She has a bakery in Section 5 City. She is the bomb. She's one of our sponsors. She is a young Black entrepreneur, just like the rest of you. I'm not as young as you, but I can parlay something into youthfulness. But nevertheless, she is one of the people. Thank you. And I have a birthday in 2 days, so look at, I'm gonna act it. So no, so we have really we have great vendors, and we want you all to support us all. And so God bless you all for hanging out with me tonight. These two ladies are back with me again next Tuesday, and then on Thursday and Friday it's going on. God bless you all. Have a great night. Contact me, share the share link, and we are still vendors until Friday. God bless you. Have a good night.
Good night.
Please hang around for a minute.
Did you say